Cat Knicks giving you a recap here of tonight's game. Let's just get right into it, man. Ain't gonna waste your time. It's always good to play the Heat, man. They're our rivals. I mean, let's be real. Almost everybody is our rival. And when we play against teams like this, man, we just get their best effort. Like, I've watched the Heat play, a couple times throughout the year. And they're like, okay, all right, yeah, Norman Powell scores, okay, Tyler Hero shoots threes, all right, Bam does whatever, okay. But when they play against us, it's like they just bring their A game against us. And they're not the only team. A bunch of teams do that. That's why I agree with Jalen when he talked about, the East not being as bad as people want it to be. I mean, pertaining towards us specifically, because we get everybody's best effort. Even before our success from last year or the past couple years, it didn't even matter. We were bad. We got everybody's best effort. And now that we, a successful team, we're a better team, nothing has changed. It's probably gotten even worse. So we're going to get Indiana's best effort. We're going to get Chicago's best effort. Milwaukee, Cleveland, Miami, whoever, Detroit, whoever, Boston. We get everybody's best effort. So this wasn't nothing different, you know what I mean? But first quarter was a sloppy start. It was a sloppy start from the beginning of the first quarter. We were all over the place. Jalen was getting his points here and there, but everybody was sloppy. Turnovers from OG, the turnovers from Cat, a foul. Mikal Bridges is just whatever sometimes. So it was a sloppy start. Their pace was giving us trouble, man. It was a sloppy start from us in their pace. They was doing the Indiana Pacers to us, man. They was bringing the ball up off misses, off of our misses. They just kind of made a concerted effort, and we struggled with that, man. I'm pretty sure they saw the scouting report, and they know, man, we struggled with that. We struggled that with the Pacers last year, and this year, it's no shortage of that, man. Like, we struggle against up-tempo teams that just want to run on us off of our miss, and even off of our makes. I mean, our transition defense, sometimes we're all over the place. We struggle with that. We got to get that right, man. I mean, before the playoffs start, before we play against teams that really are going to bring it, we got to, get that sorted out, man, because they know it, everybody knows it. The book is out on us when it comes to that. We'll catch up. Towards the end of the game, we will catch up, but you can't wait that long, man. The game might be over with by then. So, I mean, or game long for the most part. I mean, we did catch up at the end of the game with their pace, but we struggle with that, man. It's like a punch in the mouth to us, but every team that does that with us, the Pacers, the Heat is starting to do that now. We haven't played OKC yet, but, San Antonio did that to us, even though, we withstanded it with OG and all, but they did that. Teams are looking to push the tempo, push the ball. So, and teams, they kill us at the three-point line all the time, man. It was just a three-point game. We was making the threes, they was making the threes. But that first quarter, they was making in every three, and we just was not closing out. We was not tightening that airspace, man. Like, these are NBA players. If you don't do something to make them uncomfortable on that line, they're going to make it in, man. 9 times out of 10. And we were struggling with that all first quarter. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Between that defensively and this quarter, first quarter, was Cat's worst defensive quarter all year. He was terrible on defense in that first quarter. Now, he ended up making it up towards the end of the game. A couple of good defensive moments, but that first quarter, oh my God, his defense. It just was like, Ware is getting second chance rebounds, Ware's making it three-point shots. Bam didn't really do much, but did a little something here and there. There was a play where Ware has the ball at the top of the three-point line, and everybody crashes in. Not really. Everybody didn't crash in. It was going to their man. But Cat had it in his mind that everyone was crashing in on. I don't know what he was thinking, and he's pointing at everyone to get Ware, and it's like, no, that's your man, buddy. You got to pick him up. Zach Lowe talked about it all the time with Cat. Cat is so flight of feet when it comes to offense, but on defense, all of a sudden, he's in mud. You can't make it up sometimes with him, man, defensively. It's like, yo, you got all the quickness in the world for a blow-by, for a first step, But when it comes to defense, now all of a sudden you pigeon-toed and you not need, and I just don't understand it with Cat sometimes. But that was the worst quarter for sure. But he didn't make it up at the end of the game, but that was the worst. Jalen was cooking. We went to a lineup at some point because I said they was running on us and they were overpowering us. You know, Mikal Bridges is frail. He's frail, man. You know what I mean? Josh is short. I mean, compared to like a Jaime Jaquez, and he's smaller than those guys and somewhat smaller in size as well, height and size. So it's like you went to a JB, a Mitchell Robinson, Diawara OG, and a Jordan Clarkson lineup, and it was like it gave us enough length plus size plus a little bit of offense to really mess with them for a couple minutes. But I like that lineup, that Diawara sprinkle in there, because he has that height and length and athleticism. He's just raw. That's all. He's just raw. He needs more polishing, but he's just a raw. But I like that idea, because some of the other lineups down the end of the game I just didn't agree with. But Jalen was cooking pretty much all game, but that first quarter he was going off. Second quarter, we was giving no resistance defensively. I mean, they was just having our way with us, man. Sometimes it's like that with us. It takes us two, 3 quarters to start asserting ourselves on defense. And I know people go, well, it don't matter as long as it ends well. Yeah, but you just don't know. Sometimes the game get out of reach by that time. You can't do that, man. You gotta assert yourself defensively, man. We just wasn't in that second quarter in the beginning. Cat was doing way too much complaining. He's complaining. He's doing silly fouls. Now, I will agree with him. It just seems like the refs got it out for him sometimes. There are certain calls that are just like, come on. I don't see y'all don't call that on nobody else. Now, he do stupid shit. But come on, man. Like, I mean, I know I'm fast forwarding. It was one foul in the fourth quarter where he has his hands up. Now, no doubt, he pushes his hip out. And it does hit Jaime Jaquez a little bit. But that's marginal at best, man. Come on. But whatever. They have it out for him, and he has to get smart to know that that's what that is, and he has to adjust to that, man. No excuses. Mikal started to actually making some shots. He made a couple threes. I rarely see Mikal get hot, except for the Trailblazers game last year. You know what I mean? And it was a game this year. I forget what game it was this year. He wanted the ball at the end of the game. I forgot what game that was. And it was like, okay, Mikal, but I need to see him get hot. Like, I need to see a game where he making 4, 5, 6 in a row, where he just hot. Like, he could do that in the 2-pointers. Let me pardon. When it comes to 2-pointers, he's be consistent. But when it comes to that 3-point shot, he'll make it 1 or 2, and then, like, you know what I mean? But this quarter, he making like 2 or 3. I want to see that. Get hot, bro. Like, just go off. Like, I don't know with Mikal, man. Jalen was wilding. Second quarter, he started wilding again. Third quarter, OG had an up and down game, and he's been having an up and down game the past 3 games. Ever since that San Antonio game where he really came through for us, that Pacers game, he was kind of off. Friday's game against the 76ers, he was off. Today's game, he was half and half. He had some really good moments. He had some head-scratching moments, some misses, some bad misses, some air balls. He was back and forth, man. Like, but he had a block party in that third quarter. He was swatting his shit. Like, it was like 2, 3 swats. It was like, ooh, okay, OG. Like, all right. He had a good steal. Like, you know. And he had a good steal in the Pacers game, too. That was clutch. But, you know. He's, he was kind of like back and forth all game today. We keep napping at the point of attack, man. We do that. I mean, as I said, it's like these struggles that we have defensively early, and it's like a bunch of things that we do or don't do. It's just, I hate it, man. I really hate it, man. Like, it's like we're at the point of attack, and like it really was Jordan Clarkson. I didn't want to say it, man. I feel like I'm picking on the guy, but Jordan Clarkson, man, he's just like, he's always out of position. Like, his man gets the ball in the corner, and he just, like, doesn't realize until a split second late, and then he tries to get in position and gets to him, and he's squared up, but he's too squared up, so the guy just gets around him, and then he just blows right by him, and then he's like, man, Jordan Clarkson, man. Listen, he gives effort, though. He does give effort, so It's not all bad. He's trying, but man, his awareness sometimes defensively is just like, oh God, what's the problem? I mean, listen, Norman Powell was blown by everybody tonight, so he wasn't doing much in the first half, but when he started to get going, he just started cooking everybody. Jaime Jaquez get to have his way, and Kal-El Ware was making in every three. Like, every three. So, it ain't just Jordan, but it's just, man, like sometimes with us, man. Only us, man. Jalen was cooking again. Third quarter. Jalen was cooking all game. And Mitch, what was it? 10 consecutive free throws? Mitch. Chef's kiss, Mitch. Mitch, man. And it looks good. It looks confident. He's getting air on the shot. It's not so much of a line drive. It's still line drive-ish, but he's getting a little bit more air on the shot. He looks confident there. He looks like he's going to make it in. Like Josh, whoever that shooting coach is, forget the guy's name. Yes. Keep him on the staff, man. Don't let no team yank him away, man, because Mitch shot, Josh's shot, like wonders. Wonders, man. Next Diawara shot. Get Diawara shot lit, and we talking, man. Promote him. Whatever you got to do, man. Keep him on the staff. So 10 consecutive free throws from Mitch. I like that, man. Fourth quarter, OG started to warm up. That was the other half. He had the bad half, and he started to warm up, making a couple threes, got a steal, getting to the free throw line, drawing fouls. Started to warm up a little bit. I like that from OG. Like, you know what I mean? The offense without Jalen Brunson sometimes, it's the drill. It ain't a Mad Knicks production without a camera malfunction. So anyways, OG, he was giving us a little something. Our offense, without Jalen Brunson, man, it's just like, I don't know sometimes. Like, when he sits down, it's like you flip a coin. To pretty much. Like, we either could generate something, and really, Cat wasn't going. Cat, I think he only scored like twice. He only had like 5, 6, 7 points all game. So, we wasn't getting offense from him neither, but it's hard to get points, man, when Jalen is not playing. Like, it's just hard to generate points. And we have the people to get points. We have, in theory, scorers on the floor, but to get it off sometimes, it's just like we struggle, man. Like, we really struggle, man. Like, so that didn't change that quarter, fourth quarter either. We had good Cat possessions, 2 possessions, and then we'll have 2 bad Cat possessions. Cat was all over the place today. He was fouling. He was like, I don't know, getting out-rebounded. His defense wasn't bad. That first quarter was the worst. But from second quarter on, it was pretty decent. But he was struggling pretty much, he wasn't Cat to how we know him. 47 from Jalen, man. 47 from Jalen. Jalen went off today. He was wild. And thank God for him, man. I know people talk about him being a ball stopper, and I get on him about that sometimes too. Don't get me wrong. But thank God we got Jalen. Games like this, you needed someone to get 40, man. When you have games where Cat is not bringing it, OG is half and half, Mikal needs to be set up. Josh, this wasn't a great scoring game from Josh, but Josh made some big buckets. That three-pointer, he was damn near at the logo. Over Bam, clutch. He making some of his shots, but he wasn't Josh. He wasn't penetrating, getting that 1-2 gather to the layup to the right. Kolek was missing his shots, but what you get from Kolek is a bonus. We missing Deuce, man. I'm going to be real with you. We're missing Deuce, man. Deuce or Shaman. Like, we're missing them, man. Like, we're missing their points. Even though we still scored 132 to 125 today. We did score a lot of points. But it's not about the overall points. It's the timely points. It's when. Like, if you have Deuce in that time when Jalen is sitting down and Deuce is getting you 4 or 5 makes and threes, that changes everything. Like, we're missing that electricity from Deuce, man. Like, so hopefully he comes back soon, man, because this is gonna be a tough little schedule up until. I think for the next 2 weeks, I believe it's tough. I think we play only one team that's under 500 or something like that. I forget the schedule sometimes, but we're really missing Deuce, man. You know what I mean? And Today was a pretty much Heat Knicks game, man. It was tough nose. It was some good defensive plays. It was a 3-point barrage on both sides. The Heat couldn't miss a three at one point in time early in the game. And then we was making in some threes too. It was back and forth. It's a rival game. That's how it is. And we won. Thank God we came out with the win. It's a team that you should beat, but don't look at it crazy if you don't, because they're not. It's not so much that they're a tough team. They're gonna play us tough, man. They're gonna play us tough, man. So I think this was a good game. As I said, little nitpick notes that I put out there because it's just like things that I noticed. I gotta put the mad Knicks, man. I just can't help it, man. My pessimist at heart sometimes. That's the New Yorker in me, but overall, still a good win. Still small things we need to work on, but good win, man. So Mad Knicks here. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Tell me if my assessments are off. Put it in the comment section. Let me know what's going on. Tell me how y'all feeling about today's win and any of these wins or losses. You know what I mean? Let me know what's going on. And yeah, man. See y'all next one, man. When's the next one today? Tuesday? See y'all on Tuesday, man. We out of here.